Never mind me while I'm stepping out my circumference. I feel the nerves trickling down. It's life humbling. My words start stumbling, staggered on caught off guard. This the life of a jigaboo, introverted, I'm scarred. Whoa, my mother been the melodies while they sing the choruses. Direct message from Slade saying we need more of it. Paranoia in my state, I see envy at high rates. Now it's crop off the fate, turn great so I fly straight. Was gone for a minute, now I'm back like an X with big factors. I see you turn flat like extinct like some raptors. When I drop through prayer precision, practicing patience, we move to greener pastures. They say in life it's a matter of mastering basics and mastering patience. More time I get tired of waiting. Maybe it's fate procrastinating, the times are bad, so it really had me sprung. Like she got me doing things that I never do. You thought that we connected when in fact it was trauma bonding. Just leave it up to me to break the rules, never corresponding. My childhood filled with fence climbs and knee scrapes and bikes and kicking it by the street signs. The older I get, I'm trying to lessen any screen time. The bounce back heavy, I rock steady on climb. This world's a fucking loop, the news will pick and choose whatever truth they wanna give to you. I cannot stomach it, so I poop. Oops. When life turns sweeter, the lemon mouths get louder. But I'm amplified with ghosts from God like that boy Fowler. Working like I got that point to prove. But truth be told, the proof is right in the pudding, no point to lose. 60 for the crepes, yeah, I did that just because. She expecting more, girl, you know I'm saving up. Left me on red, well, it was what it was. Never stress over them joints or in downs when times get rough, so I ghost. Long are the days when we was close, and when I see you, it's like two completely different type of goats. I approach the weekly fire dropping, which I'm feeding. Still, I don't expect to be the one. Your boy having fun. Still, the songs get spun like Beyblades and teacups. My fun fair to those that ever really know me from jump. So what's up, huh? I've been the one they all depended on like TJ. Now they're dead wilder than a furry knockout punch, leaving them straight stunned. It's hella fun. Now you know I'm coming through. When the growth look good on you, best believe they wanna screw now. I've been trying to climb, devil threw me in the dark. Baby, don't be insecure, you can still go make a mark like blow. Could never let them drain my soul now. Blow. Table turning like doorknobs, wow. Blow. I think I'm about to set sail. I'm a walking, living legend, walking with my chest out. Life keep dealing me cards, I keep fitting in love.
What's going on, people? What is going on? It's G. You know the vibes. You know the tides already. Early morning vibes over here at GTV. I'm with the main man, Savage, in the damn building. How are you doing this morning, my brother?
Good, man. Good, man. Yeah. Like I said earlier, bro, I love when football's on, man. So, yeah, I mean, after the games there was only one game last night, innit? So,
yeah. And that wasn't even a game, to be honest with you.
That wasn't a game. No, the game was kind of winding me up still. Not even for Liverpool's sake, for football's sake, bro. You know, you want Chelsea to win, but I'm just like, even just for the sake of football, can you just play better football, though?
Brother, real talk. Chelsea were absolutely crap. Like, they were actually crap in that game. I don't even know where they go from here in a general sense. I don't even know the direction that they're trying to even head in with this team anymore. Like, I'm so confused.
For a team that everyone's been referring to Cole Palmer FC all season, fucking hell, go out your way to prove it. Why don't you, bro?
Yep, bruv, real talk, man. And I'll be real, even if he played, I don't even feel like the result. Maybe he would have potentially have scored a penalty or something like that. But nah, they played rubbish.
They're a mess, bro. They're an absolute mess, man. I don't know where they go. I couldn't care less now that their game's done with Arsenal. I hope they fail, bro. Get relegated.
Yeah, facts, man. I was hoping that it would be like, you know what I mean? Like a bit of a tough game. Like, listen, if you're going to lose, you're going to lose. That it is what it is, but not like that, man. That was so rubbish, bro. I really didn't understand it. And it got boring. I'll be honest.
It got boring. It got boring, bro. It felt like Arsenal had another game like this about 4 weeks ago against Newcastle.
Yeah.
And the first half, bro, me and my son was like, yo, I'm had enough of this, bro. This is bad, bro.
Yeah.
And the only difference in the second half is that Arsenal didn't score because it was 5-0 in the first half. But apart from that, bro, it was terrible. And I'm just watching this game going, Liverpool screwed on it, car. Even the goal difference is mad now, bro. Like,
and that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I was getting even more like annoyed. And I was just thinking, oh, bro, like if you're gonna win, I think you just win like 2-0. Like, you know what I mean? Just a comfortable 2-0 if you're gonna do, not flipping 5-0. And now the gap is so big that we ain't gonna catch them on goal difference. So we have to literally hope that they just drop points somewhere else. So it is what it is. It's mad. But guys, you already know why we're here. Merseyside derby this evening. Big game. Big game for both sides. If I'm being totally honest with you, just wait for Savage to obviously come back in the building. But yeah, big game for both sides this evening. Obviously, Liverpool needing the win in order to continue the title push and things like that. Everton also as well. They're, you know what I mean, they're lingering down in that relegation zone. Of course, they got that victory against Nottingham Forest, albeit, you know, a very contentious game, but ultimately they were still able to get that victory. So yeah, both teams are going to need the win. I'm sure, and Savage, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the last game at Goodison Park?
Yeah.
It's the last game at Goodison Park. So, of course, they're going to want to try and send their fans off with something, you know what I mean, special, spectacular. And on top of that, just like Manchester United, they're trying to be party poopers. They're trying to stop us from, you know what I mean, winning the Premier League.
No, it's not the last game at Goodison. It's the last derby at Goodison Park.
Sorry, the last derby.
They got 2 more games, so yeah.
The last derby at Goodison Park. So, you know, I can just see already the ground's going to be electric. You're going to see all the blue flags. You're going to see some blue flares and all of that kind of stuff. And I think, of course, listen, look, under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool, I can't even really remember their record. I'm sure we have a decent enough record.
Our record's monkey, bro. I think they've won 1 game, bro.
1 game? Oh, well, then there you go, people.
I think so. And, like, there's been quite a few draws in there. And then we battered them. They won that game in lockdown, innit? Where
yes.
I think man tripped over Trent's head while he was on the floor and got a penalty for it, bro. Yeah.
You know what's crazy, yeah? Like, you know, when we talk about like lockdown and stuff like that, I promise you, some of the games I can't really remember from lockdown. I can't lie to you. Like, people have to remind me certain games in lockdown.
Yeah, trying to remember the games when you had like they were using FIFA sound effects and that, bro. Yeah,
all of that stuff. I'm just like, oh, that did happen in lockdown. Oh, okay, fair enough. But people, and big up, by the way, everybody in the chat. This is obviously Jurgen Klopp's press conference. I haven't actually listened to it. So I said, you know what? We're here this morning. Let's just play it and see what's up. Big up everyone in the building. Psychedelic in the house. I hope you're doing well. Meanwhile, G is killing it with the streams. K-Dot still hasn't responded to Drake. And Eminem still hasn't dropped his album. Bro, these rappers are just moving mad. But if I know them, more so K-Dot, he'll just drop it at some random time. Like randomly, we'll just wake up one morning, or it will be late at night over here in the UK, and it will just be dropped. Like it'll be one of those ones kind of thing. A bit like Drake's tune when he dropped his comeback. Honestly, we got J-Rock and Black for in the building. You're so silly, bro. I swear we haven't won 5-0 all season.
No. I mean, it's not like it's a necessity to win 5-0 every season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We've won.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
The highest scoring game was 5-2, I think. Was that West Ham or Newcastle? One of them two. We smoked them. It was in the League Cup, though. We smoked them.
Oh, in the League. Okay, fair enough. Honestly, Premier League pair, I saw this, have been arrested over our charges. Football stars, they're both aged 19, are questioned by detectives who raided the team stadium after alleged offences reported to police. Yeah, it has to be whoever was home this weekend, from what I saw. So I was trying to see all the home teams. Like, okay,
raided the stadium, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming something along those lines, but I know they got arrested at the stadium. Yeah, I see that yesterday. I was like, okay, fair. I didn't know they were 19 though. So now I've really got to go through the list of players and see who was there, like at the age of 9, like who's 19 and was there. Big up Angel in the morning. Hope you're blessed. We can't stop Calvert-Lewin and their pathetic attack scoring. We don't deserve to be.
He's not playing anyway.
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Both of their strikers are injured. Him and Beto, even though Beto he got injured after the game.
Yeah. 5-1 West Ham, he's saying.
5-1,
okay,
So Newcastle was 5-2 though. Yeah.
5-2. Okay, cool. All right, people, let's take a little watch of Jurgen Klopp's press conference. Let me see.
I just realised how long it was, because I got halfway through this yesterday. And once I found out about the injuries, I turned it off. Because they were asking him nothing, bro, and he just looked like he couldn't be bothered to answer them.
Okay, cool. Once we get to like the nothing stages, I'll flick it off because I don't really care about some of the questions. I don't even like when they ask him anyways. It's a bit boring.
What creeps me is when it was live, I saw Thingy in the comment section, Albert.
Oh, was it?
in the live thing when it's going crossfire, I think Albert going. Brandon's just asking him some stupid questions.
Hey, Abel, bro. I don't know if they can see this. Can you hear it?
Very important game.
Yeah. It's not you, it's them. That's how it was.
Very important game in terms of the battle at the bottom of the table for Everton. So, how do you sum up the importance of this game, both to yourselves and Everton? And what's the Merseyside rivalry been like for you as a whole?
So yeah, super important for us. Obviously, that's clear. I think with the last 2 results, Everton pretty much sorted it. Stay in the league, but that doesn't mean not to have us and another home game. I think on the weekend, at three home games. So the idea from their point of view is obviously to win all 3, and then it should be sorted definitely. Yeah, and for us, it's clear. The situation is clear. Don't have to say that again and again and again. It's really important, like all the other games were as well. But yeah, we know about the importance, definitely. Bless you. When I was a player and I had a sneeze in the bus, my teammates always wished me technique.
Weapons raised, visible.
This is a reaction.
Wishing man technique is crazy, bro.
I thought obviously I needed more than health. So.
Was it fair?
Yeah. So I don't know what you need more than health, but yeah. No, I just had now an interview with your colleague from Sky, and he asked me a similar question. And the thing is, you have to. I don't know exactly when my first derby was. Like, was it 15 still or 2016? So I was in for a while. But it's when you are when you come here, I really think it would not be honest if I would have said immediately that's my game of the year and stuff like this. Because it wasn't. I knew how important it is to all the people, and so I had it here, but didn't feel it then. That's not a problem for coaching a team. But meanwhile, I know it and I feel it and everything. So it's absolutely clear. So my feeling and my understanding developed obviously over the years, rightly so. And yeah, always difficult games, especially there. And at home, it was. I'm not sure if comfortable is the right say, but more at least. We have, I think, a pretty good record. Only Carlo Ancelotti, who is everybody knows now, he's a really good manager. We lost against Carlo. Besides that, we had good results, good games, and now it's not too important what we had in the past. This is a super important game for us. So if we whatever we did in the past is not too important for this game. We just should give it a proper try there. No, that's what we'll do.
You say it's always difficult going there. You did have that 4-1 victory in December 2021. I think it was in 2021 that you beat them 4-1 at Goodison. What's the biggest challenge that you have to overcome when you're facing Everton?
The intensity. It's intensity. It's the obviously Goodison Park can create quite a good atmosphere as well. So that's how it is, and it's I think. I'm not sure I would be 100% honest, but even for the players, it's like that. If you play Liverpool, that's much more than just 3 points, and that's the way everybody sees it there. So that we will never get underestimated when we arrive there, whatever situation we are in. So that's the thing that makes it more difficult. But that makes it more difficult for them coming to us as well. So it's not wherever they are. It's not, I don't think it ever happened that we looked like we were not ready for the game. They always looked ready for the game, and I remember the 4-1, but not the story of the game properly. So why we could win that day with such a result, I remember the 1-0, Sadio Mane late, after a roller from Daniel Sturridge, but it's how I said, yeah, there are some stories definitely, but they're not important for this game. So we just have to make sure that we are ready for this one.
You were able to leave Salah, Kanate, Szoboszlai, Nunez, McAllister out of the starting lineup against Fulham. How has that helped in terms of preparation, in terms of the freshness of the squad as well ahead of this game? Yeah,
in this week because the next one is around the corner immediately again away West Ham. So and we had to do it, and we will see what we can do now for this game. Nothing definite yet. It's pretty early after the game, so this afternoon is the only real session we have, and then we will make decisions, and then we will line players up, and hopefully we will have again a lot of fresh legs on the pitch, because I think Everton played on Sunday as well. Yeah, the same rhythm. No, not all the time the same rhythm. I think that their rhythm was quite frequently interrupted, but they had 2 or 3 weeks off, which is not great as well. I'm sure I didn't like that as well, because that's strange as well. In the middle of the season, all of a sudden, no game for 3 weeks. Yeah, but this is now intense week for both teams, so we will see.
In terms of team news, Jurgen, are there any fresh injury concerns at all going into this game?
Unfortunately, yes. Diogo, yeah.
EasyJet's Big Orange Sale is now on. With up to 200.
Scored the goal, felt a little bit, and now we found out it's a little bit more, so he will be out for 2 weeks. No. Besides that, no.
Okay. And when you look at where we are now, 5 games to go in the season, the number of changes at times that have been forced with injuries and international call-ups and so forth, and yet here you are, trophy in the cabinet, and very much in the thick of the title race. How proud are you of this squad? And how does it relate to your managerial career and similar situations, if you've even experienced them over the course of the season?
I don't feel a second pride or something like that. Didn't think about it that way. And obviously, the world is not like this. You cannot be. I would love to have to go back to whoever, to which point ever, and think, well, where will we end up? What will exactly happen? Because how can you know? We are Liverpool. We're always ambitious. That's clear. We knew the last season was not great, so we had big ideas. Was for the club super important that we go back and qualifying for Champions League. It's the most important thing for the club. Definitely, we all know that. And so that was clear. We have to go for that and try to do that. It looks good. It's not set yet, but it looks good in that department. But yeah, that's all. And we are now here where we are, and we want to win all the games. So that's all. But that can tell you that was the first match day the same. You don't. It's not that you think that far and think, okay, with 38 matches, try to win them all. But you try to win them all. It just doesn't happen. You have to deal with all the little setbacks, if it's injuries, if it's results, stuff like this. You have to. And it was, I wouldn't say it's straightforward, but to a specific, I think until 2 weeks ago, everything was probably better than anybody would have expected. And then you have this week where the performances were not as bad as the results felt afterwards. We had before that, a little bit before that, we had one of the best games we played against United, but we lost it in the FA Cup, which is really strange, but it was. We never dominated United as we did there, and didn't win it. And that's where things are a little bit started, and why we don't score enough, stuff like this. If you look at our numbers, yes, there are 2 teams who scored more goals than us, but it's not like they scored 50 goals more than us. So it's actually everything all right. It's always about how you can get the right feeling again for the situation and for the next game and these kind of things. And we usually do that. So I'm really happy now with the response. And then it's always like that. Then you win at Atalanta. Yes, it was not enough to go through, but we still won there. But it feels like that doesn't count. You won a football game, you work now 100 minutes, your socks off, you won it. And it's like, yeah, but then you win 3-1 at Fulham. And I heard people saying, it was not really good or whatever, just Fulham was not good. I thought, my God, I wish you would play again a Premier League game or just feel the intensity of these kind of challenges, all these kind of things. So I'm very positive. I'm really, and not in a strange way, where I want to see things brighter than they are. But I know this is the last part of the season. It's not about playing the freshest football of the whole year. That would be strange if that works out with the schedule all the teams had. But you have to win games. And I think we know how to do that. But for that, you have to overcome each opponent in a specific way. And now we have today to make sure that everybody understands the way we want to try tomorrow.
Hi. So at the Fulham game, you scored 2 goals from open play in that game. You hadn't done that for 4 games. So how good is that for confidence as well going forward in these last few games?
And the most beautiful goal was anyway the set piece. So he took that as well. No, it's good. But again, Diogo's shot, the goalie has a hand on the ball, but cannot save it in the end, right? I think that's now clear. That's what is it, 5 centimeter?
Is HelloFresh worth the price?
Yo, they
I think the rest
spam
is
the
gonna be
adverts on it. They spam the
yeah,
adverts
bro.
on it.
Well, because they're smart. I would do the same thing. To be fair, I would actually do the same thing. The rest of you guys can obviously watch on YouTube if you want to go and watch the rest of it. It seemed like it was getting kind of boring, and I didn't really care about the other stuff. I was more interested in the actual news in regards to injuries, if there's going to be any new injuries and stuff like that. Obviously, we're not really seeing anything other than the Diogo Jota situation. So, Merseyside derby, even just listening to that, first and foremost, before I used to think, oh yeah, but at times some of the questions, but recently because I've been watching a few more of his press conferences, sometimes I do think, brother, because they asked him a question, and then the guy proceeded to then ask the next question. So Jurgen, have you got any injury news? I was like, he kind of basically answered that in the previous question. So why are you asking him? I guess
I've always said, when you get in press conferences, you go in there with a question. Obviously, you don't know if you're going to get picked to speak first on it, so you probably should have a backup question.
Bro, at least 5-6 questions. Like I would have at least 10 questions.
Yeah. Because then when he gets fed up of hearing your voice and that, bro, you get mad at him. I'm like, nah, you asked him the same question already, bro. He doesn't want to be there as it is, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No player or man. They hate all of this stuff. And the thing he's talking about, like, it's even some of the questions that that man are even asking. I'm just thinking, bro, like, I don't even know sometimes what do you expect him to even say. And this goes for all managers as well, by the way. Some of the questions that they ask them, I'm like, why? Like, did you want a different response? Again, I know they want the clickbait, they want the soundbite. So
they've got to build up on his personality by now to know what he cares about, what he doesn't. So when they ask him, "Are you proud of your team?" in the Merseyside derbies, man's just like, proud. What are you talking about, bro? Like, it's Merseyside derby, bro. Like, we asking me dumb questions for, bro.
Nah, I'm not proud still. Yeah, I'm not really bothered about it. I don't even really like the Merseyside derby, to be fair to you. I think that it's a really bad game and, it's not really good for football. I don't know what you want him to say, bro. Like, I really don't know.
Well, I'm going to let people know, if you're a betting man on this game, bro, this game, you either put 0-0 on, bro, or you put Liverpool to win 2-0.
Yeah.
It's kind of that, bro. And then in between, there's a couple of score draws, bro. I just checked, there's bare, I think there's 4 0-0s, 4 2-0s, a couple of 2-2s, 1 3-3, and then 2 4-1s, bro. Like,
I remember that 3-3.
Yeah. So it was like, and obviously the 0-0s, most of them came when we were good. It's just that game, innit? Can't play the emotion with this one, man. It's long.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. And like I said before, guys, we can see the Premier League table. We already know what our job is, and that's obviously making sure that we get the victory. I know the goal difference is mad. We ain't catching it up tonight, but we can at least move level on points and at least
the goal difference is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. I mean, Everton's on -14. That's kind of jokes. And even if they were to win this game, they still wouldn't be able to catch up to Brentford, which is good. Because then I'm like, okay, you still stay close, to the bottom four, behind you, Forest, Luton, Burnley, and Sheffield United. This has been their form over recent weeks. Obviously won their last game, lost 2 in the last 5. Was that 1, 2, 3, 5 games? They've lost 2, won 2, drawn 1. We've won 2, drawn 1, lost 1. Oh, sorry, 1 3, drawn 1, and lost 1 in that time. So obviously we come into it in better form, and of course coming into it, both teams are going to be really happy coming into this game as well anyway, because they're both coming off victories. Of course, Everton playing at home, us playing away to Fulham. So like I said, I think it's going to be a tasty game, man. I think it's going to be a tasty game. Before we look at a couple of the players, and big up Thiago in the build.
Big up.
You're good this morning. Obviously, listening to Klopp's press conference, we already knew in terms of Diogo Jota not being injured and fit. Just quickly, because I didn't get to talk to you yesterday. Diogo Jota, bro. Wagwan. because he's our guy. Like, as in, I know we've spoken about if everyone's fit and you wanted to play someone up front, you'd rather go with Diogo Jota over like a Darwin Núñez. Injured again, and I showed everybody the injury record yesterday. Like, it's
not
terrible
good,
at Liverpool.
Wasn't even the best at Wolves, to be honest, but it's not good.
Yeah, which I didn't really know.
I don't know. If Jota's one of them, man, if you've got top strikers and that in your team, then I don't mind him being there and having injuries now and again because it's not needed all the time. But when we have goal droughts or we have guys that can't put the ball in the back of the net, him being injured becomes a problem, man. Because like you should be able to go to your players and use them when they're needed, all the time. So it sucks, bro. It really does suck. I don't know. When I see Liverpool going forward, I don't know how you. It's a bit deep, but I don't know how you have him and Núñez in the same squad going forward, bro. What? No, seriously, bro. You have Saul Jota because he's injured all the time, but he is useful still. Or you sell Núñez because he can't put the ball in the back of it when you want him, and he doesn't get as injured. But then either way, you need another top striker, bro. Either way, bro.
Exactly. So the solution might not even be there to just be like, oh yeah, let me just sell one of them, and then that's always my thing, you know, because you know when everyone always like we'll say it, like if we were to go through, if we were being honest and just went through like a list of players that forget about who comes in or whatever, this is the person I would sell. Then you got to remember, okay, in reality, are we gonna buy someone, and is that someone even gonna be of adequate enough quality in order for us to be satisfied with the fact that we even sold, you know, this, these players.
Yeah,
Jerry, I'll come to you next. Obviously, you know, Merseyside derby and all of that. What's your feelings, general overall feelings going into the game this evening? Obviously, both teams coming off the back of a win as well.
Dash masterclass,
derby, by the way, at Goodison Park as well.
Dash masterclass.
Oh, okay.
As in, they've got more to fight for, unfortunately, than we do.
Okay.
They're fighting for survival. They're at home. The crowd's going to be mad up for it. Best believe the flares are going to be out. And Liverpool are fighting. Liverpool are dealing with hope. But mathematically, if everyone wins their games, we're not winning the league. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of those ones where we're hoping for someone to slip up just to be there. Now, that's a completely different mindset to be in when you're just scrapping for your life and you know that if you can get a point, I mean, a point could be the difference between relegation and not. Do you know what I mean? In this game, because they might not have to win it, but they could definitely go and get a draw. And I think Dyche is really, really, really gonna go for these. He knows how to set up against Liverpool. He knows he's done it before against Burnley, and he knows how to stifle Liverpool. Liverpool have proven that if you can sit off, if you can go man for man, if you can go and press and not allow space in behind, Liverpool can be. Do you know what I mean? If they're not clinical, you can get a chance and you can score. So I don't know. I'm not that confident. Look, apart from Everton having one more loss and us having a draw, our forms. I think we've got 10 points in the last 5. They've got 9 points.
They got 7.
So they've got 7. They've got 7. We've got 3, 6, 9. We've got 10. Yeah. So sorry, we go and. Do you know what I mean? They go and win one of those games they lost, right? Straight away, it starts looking a bit different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
It starts looking a bit different. So the form tally isn't isn't that bad. You can see there even SofaScore have got Liverpool's form, I guess, is 7.11. Is that and Everton's is 6.92. And again, it's a derby. I think it's going to be a tougher game than people think. I think if Liverpool can do something, it'll probably be like a 1-0 win, maybe a tight 2-1. Yeah, obviously we'll get into score predictions. I just don't think it's. Yeah, I'm not convinced with this Liverpool side, man.
No. I feel you. I'll run through some of the comments, and then we'll take a look at a couple of players who I think going to be vital for either side, and then of course see what these guys think as well in regards to if there's any other players I've missed out. Honestly, has a knack for the 4-3-3 system. Yeah, I see that yesterday, but uses 2 CDMs instead of 1, so 4-2-3-1. His win percentage overall his career is 61%, and this season is 65%. Very similar style to Klopp.
It doesn't have a similar style to Klopp. It's not similar. It's not. That's. I'm not having that. Like, I'm not having that. You got to give the slot some. Sorry, the slot some respect. Yeah, I mean, you got to give the badders some respect.
We'll see. What was the question that the reporter asked initially? It's hilarious walking into this no context because my two Jurgen just sounded like he going on a mad tangent. Now, I think I can't remember the question exactly, but it was very similar to the question that then got asked by someone else straight afterwards. But I don't think the second guy who asked the question, he just asked a bit more directly in regards to who was injured. And I think the other guy was just asking along the lines of players just being fit and things like that. And I was just like, but he's kind of already answered the. I guess to be fair, he didn't answer it and say the name. Diogo Jota is obviously injured, blah 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 blah. So maybe that's what he was looking for. That soundbite. Michael Talks, big up Michael, man. Make sure you guys have already subscribed to Michael Talks Football. Liverpool have now opened negotiations with Feyenoord over Arne Slot. That has come out from Paul Joyce. Yeah, don't worry, man. If there's any like big news, anything that breaks, we'll say that again. I couldn't even hear. Ali Nus, why do we keep signing nameless managers and players? Are we a small team? Don't get it. Tired of doing experiments. Like every year we buy young players for the future. This is why we are third place. I mean, we've had Klopp for like 8-9 years, to be fair. So it doesn't matter.
The players ain't really nameless.
Yeah. And this is something that I've always wanted to say, and I have said before anyway. We can't act like we're signing Brighton type of players. Caicedo from from the Baka. You know, like we're not signing that type of player. Like we are signing players that Fabio Carvalho. We all know, obviously, we're in England. And
I get that. But just to play devil's advocate, we're signing like. Do you know what I mean? Like other teams are signing like again. Arsenal go in and get Declan Rice in it. Like City go and get Grealish, Chelsea go and get. Do you know what I mean? Whatever player that you want to go and talk about. United go and say, you know what? Like even though I know he hasn't done well this season, but Casemiro in it, we're getting him. Like, do you know what I mean? Last season was really really good. Liverpool are always getting like that. We're not shopping in that same market. We've spoken about this. We don't shop in that same market.
Yeah.
But so I get his frustrations. The one thing I would say to Alinus is. What was he saying here? Are we a small team? We're not a small team, but we're Liverpool, bro.
Yeah,
we're Liverpool. Like, you got to know what you are, innit? Like I hear what he's saying. We don't shop at that big boy table. Like, do you know what I mean? When like, a great example, if Mbappe became available, right? Chelsea would be in for him. United will try and get him. This person will try and get him. Liverpool aren't getting him. When Haaland became available, Liverpool weren't in the running to get a Haaland. Do you know what I mean? We had to go and get that second tier a player, like irrespective of what they then go on to become. Do you know what I mean? So I get what you're saying, and you would think that at this moment in time, Liverpool tried to go and kick on and be like, all right, cool, we're going to be the big boys right now. But it seems as though obviously they just want to keep the structure the way it is and go for a manager that's again an unknown entity, might do well, might not, get players of that similar ilk, might do well, might not, and then obviously have, I guess, equity in the players, equity in the manager. And that's just the role. But you got to remember, Alinus, we're Liverpool, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, I ain't like for a business, they're doing great, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to say.
No, it's true. But listen, I don't want to get into FSG talk. I don't even want to hear about FSG until like the summer. Like I don't even care about them at this moment in time. You already know how people stay. What if Diogo Jota went to Madrid? I mean, I don't really care where he goes. Do you know what I mean? I just feel we'll get into that at another time. But yeah,
pointless anyway.
Sir,
it'd be pointless, bro.
Yeah. You know what's so mad though? Obviously, because I don't know.
He'd be cold there, but he'd be pointless. He'd be sitting on the bench, bro.
But he's not available anyway.
No, I know, but that's true.
So it's like, you know, when he's available, you play him. Then he's injured a lot. Then you know he's going to be on the bench, and they've got Mbappe coming. And then when Mbappe was to come off, they just play him. If they need a goal, they bring him on. Like he's doing the same right.
I'll tell you one thing, but I'd rather him over Hosselu every day, bro. So
I was just about to ask about. So is Hosselu? When is his contract up? Is he just signed for 1 year, or is he?
Hopefully today, bro. This man is the most frustrating player, bro. In fact, if you're a Chelsea fan, Jackson might be the most frustrating player. But he's, bro, possibly this man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it will be more one of those players because they've got more years to fulfill that potential. Whereas Hosselu, this is probably the best this is the best that he is going to be at a club like Real Madrid. But
you know what, man, we've had that over the years with Real Madrid. There's always like one random done that. Like, why are you here? Like, among all these guys,
like,
how are you here, bro?
Like that Mariano brother. Do you remember Mariano?
Mariano, yeah. He's at
Marseille,
I think. He's at Marseille. Yeah, like it's just they do weird, like they do really, really weird things, and I don't really get Real Madrid. But I feel like that's just like that's just like in the quota. We need a guy like this in the team.
No, but you know what? You have to though, innit? Because it's like with Spurs, innit? When they had Harry Kane, like the players know when they're coming, I'm not playing ahead of this guy. Like their levels are too high, so you need to go and almost get that second, like third tier type of player. That's like you can be decent on his day. He's probably like maybe like the best of the red, but he's not good enough for that level. But they need to have someone in the squad for training sessions and all that type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like now imagine being a winger, like, and you got Ronaldo playing in your position, in it.
That's
why
like
you're never playing. So you need to go and get like whatever winger it is, in it, whatever winger it is, just to be like, yeah, we just got a winger in it. So when we're doing 11v11, we've got another winger on the other side, and we don't have to keep taking from the academy. That's
true.
it.
For the big clubs, you can afford to do that still, because man will know in it. Like, I'm not bigger than Real Madrid or Barcelona, bro. Liverpool, I don't know, man. We're a bit. I don't know. Some man might question it still, because I've seen man for years go, we should buy this guy for the right wing for Salah and that, just in case. I'm like, bro, that guy does not want to sit on the bench, bro. Like he might not. Yeah, man was like that.
That's why we're signing like Minaminos and that. That's why we're signing Minaminos and Shakiris, because they know deep down I'm not playing ahead of Salah. Well, you can't go to like a.
Hey Jerry, you saw how that worked out for me. I mean, this man said, "Oh, you're not playing me. I'm off."
Look how it's working out for Gakpo. Look how it's working out for all these man. It's just it's not working out. But you've got to have players that are like, all right, cool. Like I know I'm not that guy. You can't sign some of the same age as Salah or even younger, and they think they're gonna be better. Like you think Elise is trying to touch Liverpool and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be back up to Salah.
Yeah, he'd have to kick him out.
Or Cole Palmer. He's never come in Liverpool. He just never come in Liverpool. He's just like, nah, come on.
I thought about that Elise one. Like, yeah, he'd have to, like, it would have to be a conversation. Obviously, let's say Klopp wasn't leaving and we did sign Elise. It would have to be a conversation where it was like Klopp said, all right, you're coming here. I want you to earn that spot. Obviously, of course, Salah's going to start the season as he should. If you do come in, perform well, blah, blah, blah. But then even then, I feel like it would only be like now that he was playing.
But these guys would just say to themselves, but nah, I'm good enough to start somewhere though. So I don't need to go to Liverpool. I can go to Newcastle and play well, and I can just build my stock up.
I told you in a G. At least say to Newcastle makes sense, bro.
Oh, it does. Yeah, fully. I'm here on that. Yeah, 100%.
European spots are more open now because there's a conference league as well in it. So as long as I'm in one of those teams, I don't need to come to your team, bro. You're not going to win the Prem anyway. Man City win it all the time.
Exactly, and all that happens, I just perform more like a Rafinha, and a big club's gonna come and get me anyway. Big club's gonna come and get me anyway. I'm not going to Liverpool to sit on the bench for Salah. More time.
Yeah, it's true though, because that's the only thing you can say to a player is we're gonna challenge for titles and that. And I'm like, I hear all that challenging stuff, but Man City is about to win however many out of 7, bro. So you don't really win it, do you?
Exactly.
How many Champions Leagues do you win?
That challenging titles talk only works like when you're like a Harry Kane and you're like, I'm trying to leave Spurs, but like you're the best, like one of the best in your position, and you're going to a club that's like you're going to be our main guy. That makes sense because you're like, I'm performing at this level, and I'm going to exactly Van Persie moving to Arsenal, that type of thing. I'm trying to move for titles. Why am I signing exactly? Like why? Even when you look at like United back in the day and that, you look at their forwards and that. Chicharito had to be content with coming off the bench, innit? Makeda, they had all these dead, like Welbeck. Do you know what I mean? You got Rooney in that up front. It's like, I know what it is.
Makes sense, man. What do you think Harvey's got taught for, man, bro? I love Harvey, bro. But the reason why Harvey's happy to be in conferences talking about, I ain't trying to be no sub, bro. It's because Liverpool ain't that great, bro. If we was, he'd be like, I'm at Liverpool, I can win titles and that. I'll sit behind Salah on the bench. Not a problem. That is my hero, bro. Even he's looking at Salah and them man like, nah. I want to be on
the you know you start looking at, you walk into the changing room one day now, and now it's like, that Idris Elba gift where he looks at the thing, he's like, that's how he's looking at them man now. Like, That's how he's looking at them. Big up, Angel. We've won one Premier League title in 30 plus years. Why do we think we're entitled to a top European manager? We're not Real Madrid or Bayern. Also, Merseyside isn't a great place to live. Wow, you guys are coming with
that last part.
Yeah, that last part was just a diss.
Merseyside, bro.
Scott Kurt, big up, man. Welcome to GTV. DCL hat trick. He's not playing, you said, Savage, I swear.
I doubt it. I checked this is Anfield this morning because yesterday they said he was injured. Then I seen Dyche's conference and he said hopefully he might be able to make it. But then I'm thinking I'm sure he won't start. I know Beto's injured. And Seamus Coleman and somebody else. But yeah.
Okay. Honesty, Anfield Edition have said 9 million, final want 15 million euros as compensation for Arne Slot, but Liverpool want to pay significantly less. Oh, of course we do. From all the big players, Ali Nuss, from all the big players we wanted, we got 0. Bellingham went to Madrid, Rice to Arsenal, Caicedo to Chelsea, etc.
They all wanted to go to them clubs, bro.
Yeah, for real. It's got to be mainly to Real Madrid as well.
Yeah.
Honesty, Arne Slot, but then again, Real Madrid. Arne Slot with AZ was tied for first place with Ajax. The season got suspended because of COVID. Went to Feyenoord, won the league in 22-23, reached the European final. Yeah, he did. I remember that. Won the cup this season. Yeah, listen, look, we'll get into Arne Slot.
Hold on, I need to get on to Honesty. Yeah, Honesty's Dutch. Yeah, shout out to Honesty. He's Dutch. Why did he not mention Arne Slot ever in any conversation when it came to managers?
Exactly.
Never. You didn't say anything about this guy. You didn't tell us. No,
that's what I'm thinking.
Shout, you know, it was Amorim.
The man were asking questions, bro.
Yeah, because now you're moving like Arne Slot's Wikipedia page, bro. Just bare facts in that.
That's a Wikipedia. You don't know what. I bet if I go in there, it's going to be edited already.
Yeah. You know what it goes, bro.
That's actually jokes. Big up Richard in the morning. Hi everyone, how you all doing? Doing blessed, my brother, man. I hope you're doing well. Question to all of you, please. So polite, I like it. Will Liverpool next season go on to win the Premier League, Champions League, FA, EFL Cup with the new manager and get raw? I mean, I didn't even think Klopp would have done that if he did stay. Yeah. So
I can't answer anything about next season until I see what manager's there, bro.
Yeah, I think. Listen, I hear it, to be honest, and of course, we want to be in an ideal world. You want to be challenging in all of those competitions, like everybody does. Yeah. Pep Guardiola wants to also be challenging, but like I said, Pep Guardiola wants to be challenging. We're going to be getting in a manager where we don't really know. Like, it doesn't matter who we get, by the way. Even if it was Alonso, we still wouldn't know how he would fare in the Premier League. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, whoever it is, it's going to be. Let's wait until the summer. Let's see what's up. Then we can literally just go with it from there. We might look at things in the summer and say, you know what? You're a bit more confident in the team. You're a bit more confident in some of the players that he signed. Yeah. I already know if we get another like Endo type signing, I know people are going to crash it on him anyway. So.
Yeah, and plus, like, I mean, we did that ranking video the other day, bruv, and there was about 8 world-class players there, bruv. So
yeah,
they're not really around in high demand like that, bruv. Everyone feels like calling everyone world-class. There's not that many of them. You know what I mean? Don't need it though. You don't need a world-class team to win a Prem. You need, you know what I mean?
No, that's true. That's this season is proving it that you actually don't need world-class players to win the Premier League. Richard, Wills, Zobo, Gakpo, Gravenberch, Nunez, and Diaz come good for Liverpool and be more consistent. Again, big up to your cat, by the way, this morning. Or dog. Was that your dog? Was it your cat? I was your cat. I don't know. There's only 5 games left. So the reality is they're going to be as good as they need to be, I guess, to help us win the games.
Oh, that's to the end of the season?
Well, yeah. I can only think because... come good for Liverpool. Oh, sorry. And be more consistent. Sorry, I'm reading that as he's talking about this season.
You know what? I'm gonna say, yeah. They haven't had that long under Klopp's management so far. And last season was a terrible season to really judge man off properly. So I'm gonna say yeah. I can't speak for all of them, but I think especially people like Gravenberch and you ain't really seen as much as you'd like to. I think they might be all right because I don't know in it, but I'm guessing the style of football is going to change and stuff like that, and it might suit them more. It might make them worse. Who knows? But
yeah, for real. Like we really don't actually know. Richard's asking which manager is better than Ruben Amorim or De Zerbi or Slot. Cool. You know, we'll just go through it. If you had to pick out of the three, who would you go with?
Zerbi is the best one.
I already know Jerry would go with the Zerbi. I would also go with the Zerbi as well. So
I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion. Yeah, I'd go the Zerbi slot Amarim.
The Zerbi slot Amarim. Okay, yeah. I hear it.
It's just from the style. From what I've like clips of just seeing how they play. I just prefer. Like I don't like this high kind of Klopp style football in it. So when I see the way the patterns, I prefer how Feyenoord play. Can he go in? Is that a Feyenoord system or is that his system? You just don't know in it. It could be another Ten Hag in it, and that's the problem you're in. Do you know what I mean? Where he's just the face of this system. But yeah, I was never big on Amarim, but it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, geez, it's Enz's 50th birthday today, so I want to say.
Oh, cheese, man! Hit the big 5. Hey, big up, bro. Enz, I'm gonna message you later on, man. Big up to Enz.
Wait, it's Enz 50. I didn't know that. Big up, man.
Yeah, big up. Nah, bro, you should have known, man. These times he knows all Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush first hand.
Man, we used to be at them Pele, them Pele RAF games against Zanzibar and that. He was there, man, in the crowd.
Oh, Puma Kings, innit? Puma Kings.
Hey, big up, guys. I want you to put #50 in the chat for Enz.
Nah, bro. Enz told me that Socrates was his favorite player, bro, so I know.
And you know, when you don't even being serious, you're like, yeah, no, 100%. Like, as in, bro, when I watched him play, trust me, these players today, wow, all right, cool. I didn't even know about him like that.
You see Michelle, you see Platts, crazy ball.
That's why he was winning European Player of the Year and what Zidane. Nah, he got nothing on Platini. Nah, forget all of that. Wow, okay, cool.
Yo, the older generation will hate this generation, bro. Because there was a period where there was like everyone was very respectful to whatever they said. It's like, oh yeah, really, that sounds cold. Like Pele was doing that. But the kids who are around now, zero respect, bro. Like, oh yeah, 70s Brazil was doing bits. 70s Brazil. Nah,
what, them remember picking the level ball and that? Nah, that's loose. Yeah. All right. When the ball was brown and that. In fact, I don't know actually. Enz, let me know if the ball was brown back in the day like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I heard sometimes they had a navy one as well. Like they started making different colours and that. It was still stitched. But it was just navy. Yeah.
But I watched one of the old England matches from the 60s, bro, and there was the subs were sitting behind the goal on a ball smoking, bro.
Is that Enz to get subbed on? He used to just do heel flicks, the spliff in his mouth.
Hey, remember when the goalkeepers never used to wear gloves? Hey, that's a bad thing. Imagine not wearing no gloves.
What? Man have been doing that in goals, though. Man have been doing that in goals.
Yeah.
That's normal.
And bro, you know when that ball slaps your hand when someone takes a fire shot. Yeah, I'm coming out goal now. I'm coming out.
You ever wonder who would be the best team if VAR existed the whole time?
I reckon certain teams wouldn't have been considered the best teams over time. I don't think so. I think we would have had different winners in that.
Like, you see, like that Ajax team. Like, you see that Ajax team that used to just press man for man, like just everywhere. Like centre back presses the striker and he just follows them around. They get torn to pieces with VAR, man. They'll be all over the place.
100%, bro. You could never do that without with VAR. No way. Nah, but big up Enz, man. Happy birthday, my bro. LFC, we want Alonso. Who is Amarim anyway? Alonso staying at Leverkusen. I wanted Amarim anyway. And no, Amarim isn't going to LFC. We are linked with Sloth. And that says Sloth, you know. With zero context.
Yeah. That says Sloth.
But you know what?
Hold on. But you just told me he's very similar to Klopp. You're just telling us about his win percentage is 65%. And he's Dutch. See, this is what I don't. This is flip-flop, man. Flip-flop.
But this is what I'm saying in regard, and to be honest, honestly, what you okay, up until you said the Sloth out bit, everything you said is true though. One of the Alonso, not getting Alonso, he's staying at Leverkusen. Then it's Amarim. All of a sudden, yeah, he's got aura. He's this, he's that. Okay, cool. Then we move on to now it's the slot guy. It's like I said, I feel like we don't even know what we want at this stage. So it doesn't. Like I said, it doesn't even matter, bro. Don't stress yourself, guys, over this new managerial appointment. I don't even think it's that deep, man. I think you just wait and see what happens. Whoever we get, regardless. It's not like you, man, are going to go to the stadium and start booing, man. You know what I mean? So, is it really that deep?
Run it, man. Big Wilson Fisk and that, bring him in, man.
Oh, lucky man ain't talking about Neil Warnock and them, man. I saw that we get ready for the future every year. I say that we get ready for the future every year. We don't buy 27-year-old players in their prime because, hey, that they are too old. We look like a small team. We need some top players. Hey, I hear it. I hear. I'm not going to say I disagree but at the same time, we've got a way and a structure that we kind of move in. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah,
this man you got on the screen is danger, bro.
Yeah, and that was the
this malnourished David Blaine, bro, is a problem, bro.
Well, this is it. So this was my and big up, guys. If you've got any more questions, yeah, guys. Happy 50th end to ends. Please spam that in the chat. If Everton are going to do well, he was just one of the players I looked at. I don't know if you guys got anybody else in their team, but he was the one. And I'm just talking long range.
He's him in the core, bro.
Yeah,
problems. Swear down, bro. Like, I can't. Any game I watch of Everton, bro, I actually think their defense is pretty good. I actually like their defense, bro.
Sometimes, do you know who's the Nunes? Do you know who's the Nunes that can't finish? It's that Beto brother, man. That Beto brother, he's chaos, bruv. Like he's causing fouls. But he just
you know what's funny, Jerry? You know, yesterday when we was talking about players that you had hopes for, and at the beginning of the season, Carl watched him. Where was he at? Udinese, I think.
Yeah,
I scored some decent finishing in it. And then the first game, me and Cal was watching at the beginning of the season. He was good, man. Bruv,
he was good in that first game. I do remember watching the first game. Yeah, I do remember fully.
Since that day, bruv, I'm sorry, man. I'll take it back.
No, but he's mad. He's fast. He's strong. He causes chaos. But he's like Nunes, but he just can't finish. And the thing is, if Nunes was playing in that Everton team, he's probably the same, bro.
Yeah. You know the irony in what you just said. Like he's like Nunes, but can't finish. The irony is
no, but I'm saying he can't get any goals. But the amount of chances that Everton create. Imagine Nunes playing there.
His finger as well, isn't it? Better. He's 26, bro, but he looks like he's had a whole life, bro.
He's experienced, bro. He's been on
the road. He looks like a young granddad. You know, the one that the kid shouldn't have had their kid earlier. That bro.
Should have had their kid. Yeah. He is mad strong though. Like from the games that I'm playing, I'm like,
mad strong.
Like he looks like if he was available. Obviously, he picked up that injury, which was a mad injury when I was watching the game against Nottingham Forest. If he was playing and Klopp knew he was going to be fit, I reckon you'd have to play Konate just by default, like just because, like, yo, I just need someone else. I can't have Kwanzaa getting body bagged with him in the thing. So I guess now he's not playing, and you're saying DCL potentially may not play as well. I'll be interested.
So they'll probably do thingy in it. What they've done in the past with that happens. Decore was up front the whole time. That handbag was injured, bruv, and then he came back in. He's got because Calvert-Lewin got a few goals in the last couple of games and that, but when you watch the games, shaky, bro. One was that Burnley one of the goals should have been taken off. Nottingham, we know what happened with the free decisions and that. So they're a bit of a weird team, man. It's usually Dwight McNeil and Idrissa Gana Gay's not been that bad in the last few games either. But
to be fair, Idrissa Gana Gay and Onana, Idrissa Gana Gay's always been a baller. He's just good, man. Like, that's why he grabbed him. And Onana's good as well, but I don't know he plays. Sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, Dyche plays him. He's on the bench most of the time.
Yeah,
weird because I like him. I think it's cold.
Garner's all right as well.
Garner's all right. Yeah, that's another player I thought about as well. But
I think the only weakish link in the weakish link has been around for a minute now. Ashley Young at right back. It depends on what game it is. You have a game where he's on it and he has a blinder, bro, or he still thinks he's 18 and just gets twisted up. I think when we played them the first time, we won 2-0. Yeah. We had to be patient in that game because I think the 2 goals came late in the game. They had one shot all game. Their one shot was in the first minute in it, that Calvert-Lewin header. And then did Ashley Young, he got sent off in it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they shot up shot. But the rest of their thingy, Brathwaite and Tarkowski and Mikalenko, I like them still. They got a good setup there.
No, they got a big up kill. A Feyenoord fan in the space last night and was asked a couple of questions. His response killed us. He doesn't make changes when needed, too late, and he's sentimental towards players. Seen this before.
Oh, shit.
Well, it looks like. Well, to be fair, people say that he's very similar to Klopp, so maybe
bring Gary O'Neill in, man, and stop the foolishness.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is it. But we'll get to all of that slot stuff come the end after the predictions, guys. So save all your questions for then, because I already know you guys have got them locked.
You can't have him, man, because he's gonna get bantered the whole time. Bro, like it just
that's what I said. I said Jerry said it yesterday. I'm not gonna say the name because it's too early in the morning, but replace the O with a U, bro. If Liverpool lose a game, it's long, bro.
It's slot walking that, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's long. It's long.
We're saying Zesty Wilton Fiskin that, bro.
And this is what I'm saying, bro.
In that blood.
If he's if he wears a tight top to a game, for example, brother, it's all long. It's all long.
Calling him Amber Rose.
Yeah, bro. Amber Rose and that. Nah. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Anyways, McAllister, he was one of the Liverpool players I looked at.
My God. Into the dickhead, bro.
Yeah, I see it. I said slot walk. McAllister obviously didn't start the other game against Fulham, evening's game. How pivotal is he going to be for tonight, man?
The most, bro. The most pivotal, bro. He's going to be the creator, man.
Yeah.
I needed to take the game by the scruff of the neck, man. I'm not saying everything's on him and that, bro, but if we can...
It is,
yeah, man. You know what it is? I watched Thingy yesterday, and I said it at the beginning of the season, and man keep trying to shut him down and that, bro. But when I watched Odegaard yesterday, man, I'm like, that's kind of the role you've got in it. And Man City can't have De Bruyne to do that. You got to take that on your shoulders, man. Because Odegaard's running around just dictating the play however he wanted to, bro. However he wanted to. Matt's got that in him. He's got that in him still, so... move the ball a bit quicker, Mac, though. You know what I mean? I know you got your style of play and that, so I'm not mad at that. But sometimes, bro, as long as we don't get the Mac who played against Atalanta in the last game, bro, we should be all right still. But that Mac was terrible, bro. He's passing the ball to no one.
Facts. And I think this is a game, and these kind of games, we all know, obviously, it's Everton at the end of the day, so I can hear it. But at the same time, this is a derby. And it's at Goodison Park. And it's the last Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. So you know they're going to be on it. You need to make sure you're on it, my bro. So all of this allowing... I'm not saying it's going to happen, but even the slightest thought of having an Onana, Decore, a Ghana, or whoever in the middle being able to bypass you in the game, it's not going to fly today, you know? It's actually not going to fly. Because they're going to be amped up to the point where they're going to try and get onto you. Obviously, he's a good player, so he can easily get away. You know what I mean? He can bypass all of that himself. But if they're able to get two on top of you, you see them passes that you were making and they're going astray, that gets the crowd amped up an extra 1%. And every time you do it now, your confidence is going to get knocked. Their confidence is going to grow. So we need to have a good game.
Jack Harrison and on the other side. Yeah, they're kind of techie on the ball still. I think we have to... You have to take it's. I know it's hard in that, but we're after something there, not brethren. When we might not get it anyway, but they're trying to stay in the league, and yes, they've got a bit of a buffer now. We got to take the emotion out of the game, bro. Still going hard with the tackles and that. People like Robbo when that's normally stand up in these kind of games. I like him for these, but
for these games,
For the rest of the team, most of them haven't been there for Merseyside derbies. You know what I mean? Apart from the experienced one, so just play the game like it's. Like you just need to win the game, innit? We did it well. And I know it was beginning of the season and that, but the last game, apart from Ashley Young getting sent off, we did well to just make it boring.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Just keep the ball ticking over, bro. We're always in this rush, innit? And usually when we force it is when we get caught in transition, bro. Because it's a lazy pass, or we passed the ball so many times that man look bored and like, nah, I've had enough now. And then, you know what I mean? When sometimes just keep it going, man. That's how you pick these teams off. And then you know what Everton's like, bro. Once you've got and breached them and that, they crumble, bro.
Crumble like an apple.
Who did they get smoked against not long ago? Remember Chelsea 6-0.
6-0. That was their previous game before the first game.
Before the Nottingham game, innit? That's what I'm saying. And then, if I'm correct, it was Burnley before that, and they won 1-0. But that's the game I'm saying. Like when you watch the game, Burnley should have won. There was a dodgy decision in there as well. I think Calvert-Lewin scored a header just around half time, and I think someone got sent off in that game. It might have been Company, actually.
The Company did get sent off.
So.
Company definitely got sent off, which is actually hilarious when I think about it. But again, that's Vincent Company. The other player I looked at for Liverpool, Jerry, man, chat to me about Trent Alexander-Arnold. What do you think in terms of his importance? How he obviously came back in the last game, scoring that free kick. His Hollywood football. What are we saying for this evening?
Unfortunately, the style of football we got right now is Trent and inshallah, innit? If Trent plays well, Liverpool do well. I know when Trent was out, we'd obviously have McAllister doing a lot of the creating, and he was getting a lot of goals and assists. I think that's kind of decreased when Trent's come back, when Szoboszlai's come back. We've seen him kind of drop deeper into that role, and I don't think he's going to be important, but I don't think he's going to be as influential, especially if he's playing on that right-hand side. If he plays on the left-hand side, it'll be a bit different. I think Trent, he's going to get a lot of touches of the ball. He's the scouser in the team as well, so he's going to have to lead by example, especially to get our fans on side, innit? He's got to have a good game. If he doesn't have a good game in a derby, especially when we're supposed to win, it's looking it will look a bit sticky, do you know what I mean, for the scouser in our team, as people want to go and say. So he's the one that understands how big this game is, especially given the context as well. They've got to, obviously, Everton want to obviously spoil the party for Liverpool, but they also want to get some points, like, I mean, to prevent relegation. You've got obviously Everton that are looking to just spoil the party for Liverpool, in it. So it's that mentality. He's been through it before. Obviously, hollow the passes it's the risk that Liverpool want to go and play with, in it. Like, as in, I think that a majority of the time Klopp just allows him to go and do that, or wants him to go and do that, knowing that, yeah, if we try it 5 times, one time we'll get in and score a goal. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we give away possession at times, but you can see there he's, do you know what I mean? He's touches per game, 83, created big chances. I think, is this in the last game, or when was this? Is this in the whole season?
This is just this whole season.
Yes, he's created 14 big chances. Do you know what I mean? So that's ridiculous from right back. 2.4 key passes per game. Do you know what I mean? And if he's playing, do you know what I mean? How many long balls is that? Sorry, could you just got the comment up?
Hold on, sorry.
Yeah. So if he's playing, do you know what I mean, a 43%, do you know what I mean, on 5.2 long balls, right? Accurate long balls anyway, then obviously he's gonna have to go and, do you know what I mean, take about 10 long passes in it for us to go and create those 2.4 big chances. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But look, man, he's a good player, innit? He's just a good player. I like him as a player, innit? He's just defensively, he's just not that guy, innit?
Yeah, he needs the attackers to just put the ball in the back of it as well, because exactly. As you see, the big chances he creates in that game, obviously before he started spamming, there was that cross to Diaz, and if he scores, we can settle back in the game. And that I do like how he's been just before he got injured and lately, because he's not like before. He was just invading that number 10 spot, bro. Like with no care in the world, bro. He wasn't even looking over his shoulder. Whereas now he's taking his time a little bit. Obviously, he's been dropping back between the centre backs to kind of scan the pitch and pick out where he wants to put the ball. My problem is not with Trent's long balls and that, because every team has one of them guys, and it's just it's when he gets spammed. It's when he starts spamming it. Like there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? In the last game, it wasn't even desperate. It's not like we were losing and was like, oh, we ran out of ideas, give it to Trent. We weren't even losing, and he was still just spamming the ball, bro. I'm like, bro, just relax, man. Because sometimes, as we saw, he does that. He gets into a zone of it, and then he's missing out on key runs from players. And we saw the one when Jota was on the right side of him. Just pass it him, innit? Just pass it him and he's in, bro. He's sent it across the Diaz. Or he's trying that, like, that, you know, that volley pass he does. You know what? Bale used to do it all the time, innit? But Bale's can afford it still. But he just tries it all the time. Like, one ball came to the edge of the box, and he decided to do that instead of just stopping and passing to somebody. But
yes, I remember. I spoke to you about that. I was like, "What the hell was that?" But I think, I think when the problem is when he gets, I think in the Atalanta game he was obviously tired, innit? And when he gets into that, when I think when he becomes tired, then he just like he over relies on that, innit? It's like you see it with like Lukaku even, innit? Like in a different aspect. Like when he gets tired, he's just like, all right, cool, I'm just backing into you, innit? I'm just gonna hold up the ball. I'm not even running in behind anymore. I'm just using my physicality because that's easier for me than having to think about moving, jamming, getting low, trying to be agile. So with Trent, when he gets tired, he just like, oh, let me just spam this, man. Boom. He just licks a shot in it. You know, that fat guy in the Sunday League team, it's got a ping on it.
Yeah.
Can't run in it. After a while, just pinging the ball everywhere. Pinging the ball everywhere in the copas. Just pinging it. That's Trent in it.
Can't get the ball off, man, you know. Can't get the ball off them type of donnies, you know. Close ball control is crazy. But ask him to do a 5-yard run, of course, that's going to be a bit of a myth. But
it'll be interesting though, because obviously, I don't know if I'm correct about this, but when Trent got injured the first time and he was out for a while, Mac was still, he wasn't in the 8 yet, was he? He was
he's still in the 6.
Exactly. So then Trent went away, then Mac went into the 8, and then when Trent come back, I don't think he's played a proper game with Mac in the 8 because obviously in the Atalanta game, Mac played in the 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You're
it'll
right.
be interesting to what Jerry said earlier. Like, when it's Szoboszlai, he just takes up Szoboszlai's spot, and Szoboszlai has to do the defensive work. And most fans don't mind because he's been underwhelming on the ball going forward. And if he wasn't, then Trent would have to stay back. Whereas Mac's a little bit different because he's been pretty good on the ball. So, be interesting to know what you said if he plays him on the other side. That'll be very interesting.
Hey, that's an interesting one. I'm just thinking about that now. First and foremost, by the way, guys, don't allow Goodally to talk rubbish in the chat. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, because if they don't win the league, then we're going to be coming for him equally the same way. I know he's going to come for us if we don't win it. But
All right, less of the comment top blood. One up for everything you just said, innit? All right, just go and continue. Save you, bro.
Yeah. Nah, but all jokes aside, when I'm thinking about that, you just mentioned something about Szoboszlai. And obviously, if Szoboszlai, of course, was better on the ball, then Trent would have to actually stay back. And I'm just sitting there thinking, obviously, with the new manager potentially coming in, that might change in terms of what his role actually is. If you guys are saying he plays a 2-4-2-3-1, I also want to know where that fits Szoboszlai in that kind of category, unless you're just going to play him in the 10 or another position as an example. But I'm going to ask, do you think potentially, obviously we don't know because we don't know what the new manager is going to, who that's going to be.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's going to get any better for Szoboszlai whilst Trent is still here? And when I say still here, I mean like still doing his role. Let me not say here.
Klopp or a manager?
With the new man, obviously the new manager, innit? Like with Klopp, no, it's going to be the exact same until he leaves. But I mean, even with a new manager coming in, do you see much changing in that regards?
The best he can hope for is getting put on the other side of the pitch.
I hear it.
If he stays right side of the day, I don't think. I told you, bro. I don't think a new manager is going to play Trent at right back. And not because he's an expert in midfield, because it's just too much of a liability at right back. He's any evidence he's had to see of Trent. He plays for Liverpool, so it's televised all the time, innit? You might just think I'm not about to risk my new job for this shit, bro.
You know, well, when Trent's gone walkabouts and we're drawing to flipping Luton Town. No, I need you to get back to the right.
But that's why I think we could probably get the best of a Szoboszlai, because if Slot, as an example, is playing with the 2 DMs, right, or the two 8s that are just like a 4-3-3 but more attacking with an actual number 10 as opposed to having 2 8s, then the number 10 is pivotal. Like at final, it's that Kochku brother, innit?
Yeah,
it was that Kochku brother, innit? So if Szoboszlai's playing in that role, the DM can still be that dictator, like when Trent comes central and he starts popping it about what he's done for England, but he's not going to be that offensive brother that's praying by assists. It's more about dictating the tempo. So then you just have a destroyer next to him. The only problem you've got now is obviously you've got McAllister here as well. So do you then look to put like a Szoboszlai out wide, like what we saw with Leipzig, where he's like a 4-2-3-1, but he's like more of an attacking midfielder just out wide?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then certain wingers, do you know what I mean, are going to be gone. Yep. Or certain winger might be gone, and it means that you might have to get a prolific striker.
Yeah, say it with your chest, my brother.
Salah might be gone. Szoboszlai might go out wide. Salah might be gone. And as
just
a
say
result,
the name because
Nunez is gone
trying
as
to
well.
dance around it. Like, just say the name if you want to say the name, bro. If you think it's going to be Salah, then I don't know why Diaz isn't the guy that you're like.
Hey, bro, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Because Diaz is the one that can actually hold the ball and beat his man. Like, he can do something. Right now, Salah can't even hold the ball.
Hey, G, I told you about this yesterday, man. He was talking about Salah. Why are you bringing up Diaz for, bro?
Yeah, you know what? Fairs. You know what? Fairs.
Well, checkmate, checkmate.
Yeah,
man got defensive, but I was like,
bro, on a real note, this Zesty Wilson Fiskew ain't even our manager yet, bro. And everyone is just trolling us already, bro.
Bro, it's mad. It's mad.
Bro, I didn't leave school and dodge all of that and get Brendan Rodgers and go through Roy Hodgson dark times and that to get to this, to go back to them dark times and it. So
Savage, you've got Slot in your background already, bro. He's already watching over.
Hey, bro, Wilson Fisk, bro. Because listen, I'm trying to up his profile and that, bro. Kingpin's a bad boy, innit? Don't get it twisted. If he fucks up, bro, Queenpin real quick, bro.
Kingpin's a bad boy.
All right, predicted lineup. People in the chat, let me know what you guys are thinking. Who do you guys want to see this evening? Obviously, we know Jota's not playing. He's injured, so that's obviously one player down. I've obviously already put in the 2 players I know are guaranteed to play unless you're going to tell me something different. Man said he is the Dutch Grant Mitchell. That's crazy. Right back, I'm
Respect Grant, by the way. Respect Grant, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm not having that, bro. You don't mess with the Mitchells, bro. Allow it.
I haven't seen Grant since what show did he used to always do? What was his show?
Ross Kemp on Gangs, bro.
That's it. Yeah.
That was my shit, bro. This geezer just.
He was diving into like the depths of like the jungles of like.
Ever since I've seen him grab the front of a man's gun and tell him, nah, don't do that. I said, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? When these cameras go off, bro, you better apologize.
Bro, that's what I used to think. I used to think, brother, I know obviously this is for the cameras, but when them cameras go off, you're gonna need to, you know what I'm saying? I can see there's a cut somewhere in these
yeah, big edit,
so
bro.
No, you edited this some way. It was a clean cut though. Don't get twisted. You may not notice it, but it's a clean cut.
Swift, bro.
Yeah, very, very swift. Left back.
I'm
assuming Robertson. All right. We know Beto's not playing. We don't know about DCL, but let's just go under the assumption that DCL is going to play. If that changes your mind, who goes alongside Virgil?
This is predicted of what I think Klopp's going to do, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
I think Kanata is going to play, especially after the way he was talking in the conference when they said he rested all these players, and he said, "Yeah, because we got a quick turnaround." I think it might just be alternate for the last few games, to be honest.
I guess right now that's all you want and need. Remember, he's going. You don't care about what happens next season. That's your business. DM, what we guys saying?
Wataru.
Did he play the last? No, he did play the last game. He
played the last one, and then the one before that, McAllister played.
All right. I know McAllister's one of them. I'm assuming, unless you guys are going to say something different.
Yeah, he's
playing. Who's the other one? I feel like this one is the most trickiest one to think about.
I think it's Curtis. I do feel like Gravenberch should play some more football, but I think he's going to go with
Jones for me.
Yeah, Curtis.
I think again another Scouser in the team, innit? Like again, it's what Savage said, innit? Grav's performance weren't that great. It was just better. He got a goal, but it was better than what he's done before, innit? So people are gassing it. Like that first, like he gave the ball away bare times, but it was just got a goal in that second half, innit? So it was just that for me that don't constitute a good performance. I mean, if we don't have to score a goal to have a good game, and I think Jones. This is Scouser, man. You got to have him start.
Why did man bring up Torre's name then?
Bro, that's what I was like. Right, moving like Torre in 30. That's crazy. I forgot about it.
The own goals. I can't believe we had him play. You know, him and Skull.
Liverpool have stressed
He
my
was
life.
uncled off by then as well. He was uncled off.
Super. He was so oh my god. Anyways, I'm not trying to relive them flipping dark years.
I probably enjoyed it more.
Huh?
I probably enjoyed it more. I don't know if because I was younger, but I enjoyed that ride, man.
Yeah, there was a period of time that I enjoyed it, but then I remember there was a period of time I didn't even want to watch Liverpool.
I didn't enjoy that thingy, bro. The Channel 5 dark times, bro. I hated that, bro.
Yeah, nah. There was definitely a period.
That was like Joe Cole in it and Kyriakos and them, man.
Yeah. I think it was during that period.
Jovanovic and that. Jovanovic.
Yeah, man.
I didn't watch Liverpool as much. I was like, bruv, man's not wasting my Saturdays coming back from football and if it like coming back to see the results and I'm seeing, bruv, like Liverpool losing to flipping Middlesbrough or some shit. Bruv, get out.
That's horrible. It's horrible, bruv. Like Dragon Ball Z would finish and the Liverpool game would be starting, bruv. I said,
bro, get out of my face. All right. Who's the front three? I think this one's an interesting. Obviously, Jota's not here, so you've really got Nunes, Gakpo, Diaz, Salah. So which three out that four?
Diaz is the banker on the left side.
On the left, yeah. Okay.
We'll say though, as soon as you put Diaz on the left, we know who's going on the right. Then
Yeah.
But this is it. But that's what I was asking. That's what I was asking. Like,
I don't see Klopp leaving Salah out no Merseyside derby either, bro. I don't see.
Yeah, no. That starts forward for no reason.
I think Gakpo starts.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with as well.
Fairs.
I think the project for Nunes is over. I think the Klopp project for Nunes is over. Like, you don't care about him anymore.
It's very harsh. It's very rude.
No, but I don't think he does. You know, like like I don't know, man. Let's say you. Let me find an analogy. Cool. Let's say you go and get with a girl, yeah, and she's got like a son in it. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? The baby that's not around, and you're there, you're supporting and that. Once you know you're leaving and that, bruv, you ain't going McDonald's with that kid anymore. You ain't taking him to football. You're like, Dad, I'm cutting soon, bruv. That's not my problem anymore. The same thing.
Shout out to all the girls that I would have dated. Honesty saying he would have played Gakpo right wing, Darwin up front with
Gakpo right wing. You don't want that problem, bro.
Hey, that's not my team. That's
anytime we've seen him even a little bit on the right, left the weird subs and that's when man have been killing him. I think he did that against Man U. Still came on the right side and that, and that's when he decided to just keep shooting in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
look, he's got 9 else. Yeah. What's he gonna do? Just run.
Yeah, he got nothing else to do, bro.
Run it off the pitch. Once he gets to the way it is, he'll do a step over. Once he gets to a certain angle, all you can do is shoot, or he's gonna have to turn back. So he's got to look shots.
Turn back. And I hate when he does that sometimes. When he'll get to a point and it's like you can just tell, okay, he's gonna go back now because I know he ain't gonna take on, such and such. Bajan saying, big up Potts by the way, good show that you guys were doing last night. Gakpo and Grava, the Dutch duo from the bench. I hear it.
Okay, who had the whole game last game, or who had most of the game?
Let me check.
Because that's going to be important too. I know
because Klopp keeps talking about this like rotation.
There was a triple sub at one point.
I
know that much. There was I remember there was a triple sub at one point. That was Salah, McAllister, and Nunes. I think they came on.
All right. None of the front three played the whole game. Gakpo played the longest.
Okay, and that triple sub was about 65 minutes in on it.
So Jota and Diaz came off both at 74 minutes.
Oh, and then that means Salah and okay.
Yeah, Gakpo actually came off in 86 minutes.
Gakpo's not starting.
You don't think he's gonna start?
No. They're just saying by what I want. He's not starting, bro.
You think he'll go
Nunes is gonna start, yeah. Because the most you'll get from Gakpo starting is if he's on the left instead of Diaz, but I think he'll just go with Diaz on the left.
Yeah. Nah, this is the front three that everyone tried to gas me in some of this front three was going to be dope, man. I never trusted it regardless anyways, man. I didn't ever think there was something about that front three that just never really made sense to me. Whether it's Diaz and Nunes getting each other's way and stuff. And
man, allow me in the chat, man. I didn't say I would drop Gakpo. I'm just saying it's not seen as being dropped when the Klopp's doing it. It's just a rotation, and he's been doing it all season, so get used to it, man. You man weren't saying that when Gakpo was just doing up. Nah, bro. When he was just doing up Jameson Patrick, man, I'm not saying that, bro.
Gakpo played the full game on the weekend, so he'll be rested. Yeah. We got to realize this is what Klopp literally rotated the whole team basically against Fulham. So I can see him just reverting back to what.
And I remember mid-season, bro, everyone was getting gassed off it as well. So don't change now, blood. I remember that, man. Because I remember saying that I don't particularly like it, but I'm not going to argue because it's working. I just don't like that much change, but it's working, bro. So.
What did I say, bro? Flip-flops and player FCs. Diaz right wing, Nunes striker, Gakpo left wing. I mean, I could see that potentially.
If that happens, that's the final nail in the coffin. You know, Salah's gone.
Yeah. That's why I don't think he'll drop him for a Merseyside derby.
Like, smashing shit up, boy. Is there a place where Szoboszlai starts instead of Curtis? Not that I want him to start, but what do you think?
I think he might start ahead of Endo. I think Curtis is a banker to start, man.
Okay. So then you'd think Mac in the 6 and then Szoboszlai on the right side.
Yeah. Potentially. Who played? Dwight McNeil, was he left wing? Yeah, because Jack Harrison on the right.
Yeah. On that side. Yeah.
Dwight McNeil will be running against Trent and Konate.
Yeah.
I'm only throwing it out there again, not because of what I want to see. I'm just trying to think of how many minutes did Szoboszlai have in the last game, and the one thing he is good at is when he's on it is defensive work.
He came on in the 86th minute. He came on for Gakpo.
Yeah, well then he's starting. But yeah, because if you're gonna allow, remember I just said about the trend going forward thing. That I mean, you know what? Jerry said this earlier, but it'd be interesting. Trent, Szoboszlai, and Mac in the team. Oh no, man.
I feel like someone has to get nullified in what they do, though. In fact, no, 2 players have to be nullified in order for one.
Max, if he plays in the 6, he'll be nullified. He'll just he's going to struggle. He's not like, he's not a Busquets in it. He's not going to find like mad passes in between the lines from that deep. Do you know what I mean? He's going to just keep playing it sideways and backwards and stuff. He needs to be further forward.
He does.
But
I actually think that him and Wataru play good together.
Yeah, they do. They've proven it. This season. Yeah.
Ends is saying Jones and Mac play too similar in the 8. This is why our transitions look dead. We need a ball carrier in the 8 also. Then I guess that's where you would need. Really,
did Mac and Curtis play against Palace together? They didn't.
Did who?
Mac and Curtis.
They came on.
They didn't.
No, they didn't. It was Szoboszlai that started.
What? Oh, Palace. It was
Szoboszlai that started on the left, and that was dead. You know the whole idea of ball carrier? I think that's in the garbage, man. If you move the ball quickly, it's quicker than a ball carrier, man. You just play it for like if you're talking about like transition, you don't need to even run with the ball. You just play the ball forwards, innit?
Yeah.
I just think Everton, we're not going to be in situations where that's going to happen. That's my point. I don't think we're going to be in a situation where Szoboszlai's got the ball and we're going to be complaining, saying, "Oh, but he's not passing the ball. Oh, you can't make a 5-yard pass."
Yeah,
this is dead. Like, do you know what I mean? You need people that are going to keep it.
They are not. Sean Dyche used to playing against Liverpool, but he's not just going to attack us, bro.
Yeah, no.
Because one thing Everton are not good at is score. They don't score that much.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't.
And I don't even know how much their attackers are on for the season, but it can't be much, bro. I won't be surprised if Decore is the top goal scorer still or something, and he's been injured. So there will be a part where they just sit behind the ball. And when they just sit behind the ball, I need McAllister on the pitch at that point, bro. Pick out them passes and stuff like that. But then you have Carl Trent to stop spamming stuff on it. Because Tarkowski and that just eat up them headers and that, bro. They don't care about that.
That's what I'm looking at, is that this isn't going to be like those type of defenders will eat up those kind of things.
They love it, bro.
And their pitch it's quite tight over there.
It's
not like going West Ham and them man got that pitch. It just seems huge. Like why I don't know. It just seems huge. But yeah, Goodison Park is not big, man.
A team that sits back like against us probably suits Wataru and McAllister at the same time. To be honest,
yeah. But then it also doesn't really suit Trent too tough.
No, it doesn't. But he has to play anyway, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, of course.
So I think it suits them because the only criticism I ever have of Wataru is that he sometimes, he can get caught on the ball sometimes, and it takes him a while to get into the game. And then normally it's good, but he does move the ball pretty slow anyway, which is fine if everyone's sitting back behind the ball, safe, isn't it?
Well, from what I hear, Slot likes to spam crosses in with his team, so that's going to be very fun for Trent. Not enough IQ in that front line. Nunes, Diaz have less GCSEs than single mom.
You must want the single mom to come after you, bruv.
Yeah, big man thing. I didn't say it, but I did not say it. One Salah, what Salah wants, it's what Liverpool need. Jeez. Yeah, unfortunately, bro.
Starting to sound personal, Lens.
Yeah, bro, first of all, it's definitely personal. I don't know what his beef is. Because...
You know, it's quite funny with how Enz is acting about Salah. When I said this in the summer, and remember, I said it was off context, and man told me 180 mil from Saudi, bro. So I said, yeah, we can, sell Salah. There's certain things he's not doing anymore. Enz shot me down so quick, bro. He showed so quick. Now he wants him out, bro. On a personal level.
Yeah, because he's
saying the same thing. I was saying the same thing, and Enz is like, nah.
Yeah, he was shutting it down on it. Yeah.
And you're a flip-flopper. It's all right, man. You know what I mean? You're one of the people I was talking about yesterday. No, Grav. You need players to draw players out and dribble past them. This slow side-to-side waiting for openings is dead. But I totally agree. I hate the fact that Van Dijk, Konate, and Alisson will play their stupid football. And then Alisson will give you a heart attack because he will wait a bit too long, and then sometimes he kind of fluffs his line.
I know you put man in the squad earlier, bro, and it's Klopp picking the squad. If I was picking the squad, I'd play Kelleher, bro. But hey,
yeah, bro. In some games, real talk, I'd play Kelleher because just for the passing aspect, not because obviously Alisson's a better goalkeeper, but in terms of just for the pass, I'm like, brother, you have never. I remember doing a show years ago, And big up O, because you'll remember we did a show with Youngin like 4 years ago, and we spoke about, bro, Alisson does not
Which
feel
Youngin? Chippy, don't run.
Yeah. Well, like I said, big up Youngin every time. Anyway, we were talking about
period.
We were talking about Alisson back then, and in fact, I remember the game. I think we played against Brighton. This would have been, I think, Brighton's first season in the Premier League. We played against Brighton. And I can't remember what Alisson did. It was in Brighton or Huddersfield, one of the two. I just remember it was a team in blue and white stripes. And he did something in the game. And I just remember saying, brother, he doesn't ever fill me with confidence on the ball. Like, when people talk about Edison and thing, I'm like, Edison is light years ahead of Alisson when it comes to this passing and just being comfortable.
We did a video on that, and I said his distribution's way better. And Manuel shot me down. I said, bro, Edison's distribution is like a midfielder's, bro.
Bro, it's mad. It's mad. Like, it's mad. But if we're talking goalkeeper, which is what their job is, obviously Alisson is superior in that aspect. So it's just about really what do you need? And obviously Pep's like, well, I'd rather take the guy who can pass a football than the guy who's sick in goal. So just one of them ones, man. It don't really matter.
It's funny because we like because when Hendo was there, he's covering Trent, and then when shit hit the fan and we didn't know what to do, Hendo would spam the ball to the back post, and now Trent just does it from the start of the game.
Yeah. These times it was cussing Hendo, cussing. If Hendo had a bit more quality in his passing,
bro, that's the only thing I couldn't defend from Hendo, bro. I was sitting here biting my tongue like, oh my god, he's done it again.
He's done it again, yeah. And you knew, and because you knew the fan base were going to get onto him about it.
It was horrible.
It was just long. Big up Gramps in the morning or afternoon now. I think Trent spams from right back because it gets us from A to C quickly. Yeah, I know. Yeah. If he's already playing in midfield, he can pop it around, and them lofted through balls with runners can unlock the attack potentially. Potentially. I don't think for me it's either it could happen, it might work out in the way that we think it's going to work out, or that we hope it's going to work out. But at the same time, I also think some games he wouldn't be able to do what he is really good at, which is play those long passes. I feel like he's better at those than he is at the cute, intricate. I'm not saying he can't do those passes, just he's a lot better, obviously, at the long
Trent
passes.
will be better when Trent's and it changes as a footballer. When his decision making gets to the top level, Trent will be one of the coldest around, bro, completely. Because it's the decision making, bro. It's choosing when to play that pass and when not to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or read the fact that the defender knows what you're going to do now, so maybe don't do it, bro.
Yeah. But then again, he believes in himself that he's like, bro, even if he knows, bro, I'm putting on a sixpence. And
that's I remember I said to you the other day. That's why if you watch even if you watch a reaction or a man you watch along something, that's how they sound when they talk about Bruno. They get mad about it, bro, because he does it as well. But the difference is in midfield, innit? And obviously Bruno will get a goal out of nowhere as well. So
no, that's true. Everton are set piece FC, so we need to try and best to minimize. Yeah. But we got Van Dijk, and I'm hoping that they can pattern things up. But Tarkowski and them man are. He's
a really good defender, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yes, he is. Our build-up play isn't great, and it's so slow. We need 1 and 2 touches. It's almost down to the lack of movement off the ball. I know. I've said it. Like I said it 100 times, bro. Sometimes I get it at times because there's a time and a place for it. But then the majority of times, bro, watching Liverpool, people say, "Oh, we're so fun and exciting." Bro, that's when the other team has the ball. That's when we become exciting. Because when we have the ball, we are boring as hell, bro. Like,
well, because it's a newer tactic as well, and it's very obvious what we're doing. Remember, me and you spoke about it while Alisson was doing hot potato with the ball, waiting for you to run after him, and that.
I said hot potato.
Whereas the other teams actually do the same thing, but they move. Instead of waiting for one guy to run at you with the ball, the other teams will just keep playing passes between each other until they try it and then move on, bro. What ours is like. I don't know, man. And sometimes I want to blame Virgil for doing the slow passing, but then sometimes in games, I'm watching him getting mad at people for the movement, like move on it. I don't want. So I don't know. Konate always gets shook as well, so he'll get to the halfway line, and if he gets shook and panics, and he's like.
And the thing is, you know what's so dreadful about Konate? Yeah, when he does that run, and then as you say, he gets shook. It's like it's like his body shakes.
It's a whole force field.
Everything okay?
He's like, oh. Maybe
he's getting a nosebleed. He's getting a nosebleed. And that.
It's like he just does his stutter. I'm like, bro, like, is everything okay? Like, man.
Whereas when you watch Kwanzaa looks very relaxed about it. Oh, the pass pass it back. But Konate, bro, I don't know what he's amped himself up. I don't know if it's adrenaline or what, bro. But Yeah, Braithwaite and thingy.
Like man's about to do bungee jump or something. I'm like, bro, you can calm down. Like we are just playing on a football pitch, which is level ground. I agree. I just hope the new manager puts him in there permanently. The more he plays in there, he will get used to the weight of pass that's necessary. He's too good not to adapt. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think it's a case.
I'll tell you one thing, but we can't. Salah, listen, you're my guy, bruv. I ain't gonna lie, bruv. I know I said what I said, but that's business. That ain't personal. Salah, bruv, I can't have Mikalenko locking you up again, bruv. I can't, bruv.
That's it, Mikalenko.
He looks like
right,
a beautiful.
He's all right.
No, he's good, bruv. He looks like he shouldn't be a baller in it, but he's all right, man.
No, he is good. He looks like he should be playing Twitch every day. Like banging out all the time.
Definitely Fortnite player, top 20.
Yeah, 100%. You know, just for that, I'm gonna see you after this. I'm gonna check to see if he bangs out Fortnite and that.
Yeah, definitely does, bro, with them bags under his eyes, bro. I know that.
100%, bro. Liverpool's opening offer for Arne Slot was 9 mil. All right, people, that's our predicted lineup. We'll go through our predicted score line, and then I'll dive into the questions and statements that you guys are putting out. Savage, we'll start with you. Score prediction for tonight.
3-0.
Word. Who do you think's bagging?
Nunes.
Yes.
Nunes, Salah, and Harvey.
Nunes, Salah, and Harvey.
Yeah.
First. Thiago. Who's bagging? Oh, sorry.
2-2.
Who's bagging for Liverpool?
Actually, 2-2. 2-1. No, 1-1, 2-2, something like that. Who's bagging for Liverpool?
What?
Diaz.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be 1-1. Actually, it's a Diaz. That's it.
Such a random comment,
bro. That's like just threw man off. Like 1-1 for Diaz. I will go with. Bro, they lost 6-0 to Chelsea, bro. Like, I can't see why we can't be smashing them. 3-2.
Shit.
I think they'll try and make it exciting. So I think 3-2. And I do think maybe they score first. Right, Crystal Maze versus crazy.
That's what I read.
That's mad.
Crystal Maze. That was a bad boy game.
First of all, I was just about to say I have not played. I've not seen Crystal Maze in eons. I need to go to the one in London. Actually, to be fair.
Why did you know at the end in Crystal Maze when the golden tickets or the silver tickets start flying around that thing? Why does everyone not just pick it up off the floor?
Yeah, for real.
You're just looking like an idiot jumping up and down for it, bro. Just pick up off the floor.
Because you jumping up and down, you're inevitably going to miss some anyway.
Because they're grabbing 2 and dropping 1, bro. Like,
you're better off. You're right.
I done that thingy though. I done the thingy not long ago. The cube. They've got smashed it up. Of course I did, bro.
Is it like obviously you smashed it, but was it?
No, most of the games are the same ones that are in the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are harder, some of them are easier. What you say, bro?
Like how many games? Is it like all of the?
Yeah, I think
basically, is it worth the timing going? Like I don't want to go if it's like 3 games.
It's cold, bro. It's cold. Yeah. Go there with your missus so you can just beat her out here, man.
Yeah, I was playing. I did Squid Game the other day. I did Squid Game in where was it? Wandsworth.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah. It's in Jerry. So isn't that place? What's it? Gravity.
They got Squid Game there now.
Yeah, they got Squid Game. Still, we did Squid Game.
I didn't know. When I went there, it was just the go-karting thing.
Yeah, they got the go-kart. It's like, bro, I didn't even know about that place.
Arcade is cool. It's cool, isn't it? It's actually cool.
Yeah, bruv. It was dope in there. Arcade downstairs, or on the second floor. Then downstairs, you got the go-karting, and then on the top
and the food
floor,
and that drink, that go-karting.
I see Anthony Joshua that day, and he was in there with like his family, and there was like bare kids like with him, like little kids, like all walking around with him, man. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, come and play Squid Game, man. Squid Game was difficult. I'll tell you that much, boy. Trying to do the cut the shape thing. They gave me the hardest shape to do.
You would have got
They gave,
clapped in it. You would have been clapped in
bro,
it. You'd have been
bro.
clapped.
They gave my girl. They gave her. She had the circle, which is slightly kind of difficult in the way you have to do it. But then she got the square, which was easy, bro. I got the flipping the star shape thing. So you gotta do, like, be accurate with the way that you. I said, yeah, nah, I'm not really good at that. So I'm not really good at that, you know. So I have to leave that one. But yeah, it was good though. It was good.
Let's say G's with Anthony Joshua on X Island, you know.
Man said, yeah, see.
Hold on, Crystal Major, when your time runs out, bruv, your brethren can either choose to like sacrifice a couple of tokens and that get you out, or leave you in there, innit?
Well, them man used to leave the people in there more
Bro,
time.
if you leave me in there, I'm swinging on, man, bruv. Don't leave me in there, bro.
Leave, because you know why? Because in your head you're thinking, do I need him though? I don't really need him, you know. Like I could do this on my own. Like.
Why is the man calling you G Kelly?
G Kelly.
Yeah, so you guys
Nation.
and I'm not even gonna dive into. Just realize Ends is on an island right about now, guys, and we don't know where it is. We're gonna go through some of the comments before we, of course, head out. So, guys, if you got any questions, throw them in about anything to do with Liverpool, and I'll try my best with the guys to answer them. I think we answered this one before.
Yeah.
We answered that one just now. 2 wins and a draw from the panel. Question: what if Slot is a decoy just to give it to Pep Linders? Would you, man, think about Pep Linders if you like?
That was my first pick, innit? But
it'd just be the same, innit? It'd just be the same.
Yeah, that's what would be interesting to see. It would be interesting if it wasn't the same. Because then
that'd be really interesting. Then you'd be like, this club guy's an idiot. And you start kicking forward.
You better dumb. Will the new manager have the balls to change the system and own style of play, or play the same Klopp system?
Yes, dude, man.
I don't think you're gonna get someone with the same system like that.
Yeah.
I don't see that being something that.
This is crazy, man. G Kelly's catching on, man, to G Diddy and that, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Bro, like I said, Enz is on an island right now, and we have no idea where he's at. We haven't seen him for a while. We haven't heard from him for a while. That's what I'm saying, guys.
I like Guff Daddy.
Guffy, though. Which players outside that top 6 in the Premier League would you take into the Liverpool squad for next season? Elise, Eze, Anthony Gordon, Tony, Isak,
Bruno Guimaraes.
Paqueta as well, take him too.
Kudus,
yeah. You know what's mad? There's actually bare man I'll take outside the top.
Bro.
It's actually bare.
Nah, Angel allowed the Cunha thing, bro. Cunha's not it, bro.
I don't know if I'd take Cunha like that.
If you get a choice to pick a striker, don't pick Cunha, bro, after Nunes. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no. That's why I said Isak. I think Isak would be the guy.
I want Tony, man. I want Tony. I want I want a man in the team, innit? We've got little boys in there, man.
Pause.
That sounds crazy.
Oh, come on. I'm saying I want a man and you're saying pause. You see what I mean? He's addicted to the kids, man. Relax, G. Relax.
You're the one who said, I want a man. Sentence done.
In the team. You know those reports.
You could have just continued.
You remember that talks about? You cut out everything I said. I said in the team.
Yo, nah. Oh my day. Hey, what's going on this afternoon, man? Crazy. So Slot and Amorim have both won titles, but you guys want De Zerbi, who has won nothing. What are we doing here?
Context.
I feel like when was this yesterday? Yesterday. We were talking about
Jerry Mill.
JJ, we were cried, you know. Yeah. We cried. Social join. Slot is technically and tactically good, plays good football. Whatever it translates to is a mystery. Give him a chance. Probably 90% chance it works. Right, that's a high percentage that you think it would work. I hear it though. I hear it. Apart from the new manager and system, what's something else you guys really looking out for? For me, it's a new. Yeah, for real. It's a joke. The fucking beast. Actually, you better done.
To be fair, everything you said is that's the only thing I'm looking forward to. I don't care about anything else.
What about you, Jerry? Outside of the
medical
system
stuff, I don't care about that, man. I just want to see the ball. Like, I've seen the manager have his system, get across to a team. I want to see Trent play differently, Virgil play differently. I want to see how these guys evolve in it. It's going to be interesting because if these players falter, then we know these players just aren't the guys in it that they need a certain system for them to work. They're not like as good a players as we think. Whereas if they come in and they take to water to a new system and they can adapt, then it's like, oh, okay, cool. IQ wise, they're quite high.
Pops is saying Jerry was complaining about the Liverpool status, but he wants Tony. What do you mean?
I won't complain about Liverpool status. I said this is Liverpool status.
Oh, okay. I remember the conversation. I was trying to think. What do you mean Liverpool? But okay.
No. I was saying that I get what people are trying to say about why I can't Liverpool. But I said we are Liverpool. That this is the level. Like us signing a Tony makes sense. Like we're not gonna go and sign Mbappe. We're not going and signing. Do you know what I mean flipping the Inter Milan centre back? What's his name? Bastoni. We're not going and signing these players that are like, or Pedri. We're not going to sign them. So we need to sign the next level and try to bring them up in it.
No, it's true. Yeah, now real talk, Gramps. They like we just named all players from outside, and we didn't even blink. We just went name for name, and that's outside of the top 6 teams. That's actually mad. Mad. Maybe we need to start reevaluating what we start calling top 6 and that. Moving a bit mad. Do you big up M&E? Do you think Edwards is prioritizing a manager for development or to balance winning with transition? Do you think Edwards is prioritizing a manager for development or to balance winning?
Development of what? Is the question, isn't it? Because
might be the former, you know.
Yeah. It's all business, man. These are not footballing dudes, bro. So
yeah. I think it's the former, man. If Liverpool can keep getting top 4 while saying like buying players for cheap and selling them for more, then Liverpool are doing well in it. Look, he's coming. He's already getting that Adidas deal because apparently it's worth more than the Nike one. Like it's business, isn't it?
Yeah. And the thing is, in between that, getting cops look at the draw sometimes, isn't it? So you can still get cops in between that.
Yeah.
Brush over what you need to go. Yeah, it's all right, man.
No, that's actually true. Honestly, question: Barca wants Isak, Newcastle wants 100 mil. Would you man pay 100 mil for Isak or go get a Musiala for the same price? I'd go and get Musiala if that was the price that he was going to cost.
Yeah,
because
he'd
definitely be worth it.
No, he'd be worth it, but the thing is, it's like, what do Liverpool need, innit? It's like if Musiala's not going to get you 20, like right now, if Liverpool need a goal scorer, it's about what you need, innit? Like if we had, I'm not saying Liverpool do, but imagine we had pure number 10s, right?
True.
Then you don't need that 100 million spending it on another number 10. It's just silly, innit? Because you're still not going to have any goals just because you've got some creativity. It's like right now we ain't got a striker, man. Like we ain't got a forward that can score goals, especially if Salah goes.
I think what Jerry said though, man. Wouldn't Tony be? I know that Ishak's the flavour of the month for them. Wouldn't Tony be a better choice than Ishak? Ishak's injured a lot, you know.
No, brother, I'm just naming players that I would.
I know you are. But what we said about Jota earlier, I'm like, you've got the kind of same thing with Ishak. But whereas Tony was just gambles every now and again.
He just gambles and potentially
but the gambling, he's not going to like a dark room or anything. He's just on his sofa, normal tech on do you know what I mean? He's got the normal tech on. Do you know what I mean? Relaxing himself, and he's just like, let me go and bet 365. See what they're saying. Like pure man do this. It's not like, do you know what I mean?
No, it's normal. Yeah. Tony just thinks that his team's media.
Guys, just let you know, it's normal for us because we are civilians. It's not normal for football players to do this. Like
no, but like I said, man, if you're just betting on your team's going to lose because you're not playing, bro, what's wrong with that?
Listen, I don't have a problem with what he did. By the way, like I'm super good with the fact that he
said that bet when he told us what the bet was, bro. He said it with a straight face in it, and I'm just thinking about his teammates. Like, hold on a minute, what do you mean you bet against us, bro? But yeah, when I don't play, you lot shit, so I just bet for you to lose, bro.
But for real too. Yeah, Pops. Yeah, I could have included their price tags, but it was just more who would you get from that. Obviously, when these two are talking about getting a Tony instead, I don't know who would be cheaper. To be, I think Tony
would
be cheaper, man.
Yeah, so so in that case, I would be like, okay, then go out and sign Tony. You're gonna go out and sign someone. They're both proven they can score in the Premier League, so I'm not worried about that in that sense. But I feel like you may get a little bit more from a Tony in terms of his all-round game.
Yeah.
But if I was like a Manchester City and I had to pick between the two, I'd probably go with Isak purely because you just need someone to arrive in the box and score. Like I don't need to do anything else. Like that's it. Just finish. That's all I need you to do.
You see the Tony thing. I'm going to put it out there. I think that's a massive possibility that happens. Because a manager will come in and look at it and be like, and especially if like a Salah goes and you know you're losing goals, you're going to want someone that's used to the league. You're going to want someone that can score goals.
Yeah,
that can offer more than that if he's not scoring goals. Because at first it might not all click. And I think Liverpool will just go and try and get someone like that for like the time being, like for like the next 3-4 seasons, whilst then trying to outsource and try and get someone next to come through, or maybe a Nunes gets better, or whatever you want to go and call it. But I think that's a massive possibility. I don't think I think people are sleeping on that potential.
Even just the team that he plays for, man, compared to the other ones, like all the people that are scoring goals in the Prem. Take Solanke away, he's already played for Liverpool. Watkins plays for Villa. They ain't selling him, and they don't need to either, bro. And they're in and around the 4th position anyway. Same with Newcastle. It's this first season in the European League again, and they've had bare injuries. But for them, they're like, bruv, they'll start Almiron and Thingy, Wilson and that, bruv, because they need to sell money for the, you know what I mean, for the financial fair play. They ain't selling this shit, bruv, and they don't need to. The richest club in the world, bruv. So then you're looking at Brentford, and Brentford kind of can't. After a bit, they won't be able to say no. You can tell that he came back from what happened and that, and it's like, listen, they stood by me and that, so I'm going to repay the favor. But when the season's over, bro, I'm out of here.
That's true.
Yeah, how vexed he gets when you watch them Brentford games when they're losing. He looks vexed, bro. Like, what did I choose this team for, bro?
You don't know. Why am I here, bro? Could have been anywhere else apart from here. And what formation would you, man, want to see next season? Good question. What would you, man, want to see?
I don't care, bruv. I just want the football to be nice, man. Like, we could play 2-2, 1-1-1. Like, I don't care. I just want the football to be nice. I want it to be attractive. Like, as in, like, the style of play that I enjoy watching. Possession-based patterns, all that type of stuff.
Sound like you're talking about the Derby football there, mate. But...
He is.
do you know what I mean? I can't confirm nor deny. So I am as a Derby fan.
Yeah. As long as the football's good. The only thing that scarred me a bit is anytime I see a 4-3-3, I you know what I do? I don't care about any other positions in the team when I see a 4-3-3 except the midfield. The second I see a midfield that just doesn't look techie or anything, I immediately just think Klopp. So then that puts me off the 4-3-3 straight away. Hey, bro, this team's gonna just be on the pressing and running and that. Like if I see Erdegaard with Havertz or someone else in there, now I'm thinking, oh, okay, cool. Like, you know what I mean, a bit techie in that, like in the middle, like them men are not just gonna be running around like headless chickens. So any formation would do, to be honest. Any formation. I think this for me, this is an easy question. I'll take Kane over Isak every day of the week. Because Kane actually offers you this more goals and better all-round play. And he doesn't seem to get injured. Well, he gets his customary injury, I think, anyway. He was at Spurs, but I don't recall too much this season of him getting injured. So, but
you think Liverpool could get some, bruv? Or no? He's captain of Spurs now.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I think because of that, yeah. If that was...
That's why they did it, the pussies, bruv.
Yeah. If he wasn't captain and he was just like another player, then yeah. And
Pep
maybe
did that as well, didn't he give Walker the captaincy.
Yeah.
Remember, Walker was linked to Bayern before everyone else, bro.
Yeah. He was gonna go. He was fully gonna go.
He was
fully gonna go. But don't know what happened with that. Gramps, I think 2 up top will come back into fashion being a winning tactic. Same way it changed from 4-4-2 to 4-2-3-1 to 4-3-3. 2 strikers with a back 3 can run, potentially. Are we a sell to buy club with FSG?
I think everyone is, man.
I think everyone tries to be. I don't think everyone is. I think everyone tries to be.
Yeah, unless you're like the ones who've got there's billionaires and then there's super billionaires in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's net worth 10 bill and net worth 72 bill. Big difference. So if you're that one, then no. But everyone else, yeah. And with financial fair play, you kind of have to be no.
No, I hear it. Richard saying, will we get a woke manager? What's a woke manager, first and foremost? Or LBGTQIA manager or far right manager or manager?
Onto the LGTV manager and nah, it's not happening, bro.
I don't see that happening anytime soon. I can't even lie to you.
I do wonder when that's going to happen.
Anyway,
yeah, I do wonder when that's going to happen in the Prem. I think it will happen one day with a female manager.
Yeah. Oh, female manager. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
could definitely see
a woke manager is hilarious, though, bro. That's
yeah, because I need you to.
Not saying the manager with the Kentercloth hat on.
Yeah,
bro, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's a woke manager like?
Yeah, typically when you think of the Prem, there's not really no snowflakey managers in it. It's not. Doesn't seem to be.
Nah.
Define what we mean snowflakey, innit?
Oh no, man. Whoever plays Morgan don't like them kind of managers. Oh no, man.
Big up Rums in the cut. G basically wants to be Arsenal. I can't neither confirm or deny.
Rums is an Arsenal fan, so that's why he said it.
Do you man rate Marcus Thuram? Yes.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he's good.
He's calm, man. He's calm.
It's not great though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly how you guys have just said it. Like, yeah, he's good. He's calm. Yeah, that's exactly how I think of him. On a free, I would have taken him on a free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but I wouldn't. I don't know how much I'd want to pay for someone like that. I don't think he offers me too much where I need to be like, oh yeah, you got to sign Marcus Thuram. Like, nah, there's bare strikers out there. Question: would you put Salah in the 10 or as a second striker?
Nope.
No.
I feel like you man are mad quick when we talk about Salah. Like, I don't even give it time to breathe. Like straight away, it was no. What? Like, what?
Right,
not even.
Let me elaborate.
Thank you.
For now, potentially, if you're talking about him being our number 10 for next season or a second striker for next season, is he the best number 10 or second striker that we could get at this moment in time? No, he's not.
No.
So get rid of him.
I didn't need that last bit. Who would you sell to cash in? Who would you sell to cash in? Gakpo or Nunez or Diaz? Oh, who would we sell out those three? Gakpo, Nunez, or Diaz to get a finisher?
Nunez.
I think Nunez will probably command the most.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think you get the least money out of Gakpo.
Yeah, I think you get Diaz will be second. So yeah. You'll be Nunez. Yeah. Like, if I can only sell one, I'd have to sell Nunez straight away.
And he said to get a finisher, and Nunez is the direct finisher, like he's meant to be in it. So it's just like for like.
Literally makes the most sense. But in an ideal world, I'd sell at least two of those guys anyway. Right, you meant to sell Diaz, Nunez. That's mad. Boniface, Isak, or Vlahovic. I feel like Vlahovic stocks is kind of.
Yeah, it's not him, bro.
Yeah.
Boniface or Ishak.
What's Vlahovic saying? Is he bagging goals? Or is he just dead?
He's just.
I don't really know. Like, I'll be so honest. Like, he's not someone that's even on my radar anymore. Let me find out what this one he's even been on. This season, he's scored.
He's good, man. It's just not him.
Whoa, has he even played this season? Oh.
He's still young, though, isn't it? It's like 23, 24, something like that.
24, literally.
Yeah, 24, yeah. So
I feel like he's one of those type of. This season, he has played.
Got a good record, 33 and 70. That's good.
Yeah.
This season, he's got 17 goals in 32 games.
Who was he linked to before? It was Arsenal he was linked to.
Instead. I think, I don't know, man. I feel like with someone like him, he'd have to go to like a specific club, man. Like I don't feel like he could just go to anywhere like that. You get what I'm trying to say? I don't feel like any club he goes to, he's just gonna bang immediately. I think, you know what I mean? Let's be honest. Nunez will not be sold. I know. Imagine that. Man are saying Salah will be sold, but Nunes is the one that we're.
Say, let's be honest, bro, and I tend to agree to that. But Edwards wasn't here when Nunes got it, was he? Or was he? Was he?
No, he weren't.
No,
he weren't.
So was that a signing that he would have made? No, and he's gonna just sell whoever can get the most money for.
No, facts. Call me man, but I'll take Griezmann for 2 seasons at LFC. We'll go through the last one and then we'll dip. Gyökeres or Vlahovic. I'll go Vlahovic purely because he's got he's had more good seasons as opposed to Gyökeres hasn't. So I'll just go with that. Just for that one. But guys, we are gonna head out. That is the match preview done and dusted. Love for everybody who jumped in. Please make sure on your way out of here that you do smash that like button. Obviously, what time do we play again? I think it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock. So hopefully we get the W. I'll be back, as you know, tomorrow morning, 10:30 for the match reaction. Hopefully we're not talking about any type of embarrassing defeat or anything like that. I need to just be hearing, yeah, we won 4-0, no problem. And we're good to go. And then on Friday, actually, I'm doing a show, 10:30 again, talking about Edwards, his role with Richard Hughes. How important are they going to be in terms of what they are actually here to do and how important that will be moving forward for Liverpool. Big up Luke in the building. Michael Edwards will be getting rid of some players this summer. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. That's what we'll talk about on Friday anyway. We'll talk about that on Friday. Sav, got anything popping for the rest of the day?
I don't know.
No,
just subscribe in it if you're not a tampon. If you're a tampon boy, leave me alone.
If you're a tampon boy. But guys, please make sure you smash the like on your way out. If any news does obviously break, you know I'll be there. You know I will drop a video. So just keep your notification bells. Just keep them on and you'll be able to see. See y'all later. God bless. Peace.